Did you know over 500 million people just had their private information hacked? It's true, it's been going on since 2014. In this week's edition, we'll talk to you about how you most likely had your information stolen, and on a positive note, some good news about Fannie and Freddie. Welcome to this week's casual edition of the North Texas Real Estate Source. Since 2014, 500 million guests of Starwood Resorts have had their private information stolen. Just to put that in perspective, guys, the United States is 320 million-ish people. That means more than the population of the United States. And by the way, figure kids and people that just haven't stayed at the Starwood Estates, that's a lot of people internationally as well. Guys, here's what that means. Anybody that stayed at a Marriott hotel, a W hotel, a Westin, or a Sheraton may have had your information stolen. So by the way, side note, it is pronounced Marriott, not Marriott. The guy himself, Mr. Marriott, pronounces it that way. Just listen. I was blown away. Learned that a few years ago. So moving forward on what we're talking about, your information's been stolen. What you guys should be doing is, one, alerting your clients, but most importantly, figure out if your information was actually compromised. You can go to annualcreditreport.com. It is free. The bureaus will give you get one a year, by the way, and they'll give you your whole trade lines. What they won't give you is your credit score. So if you want those scores, you'll actually have to pay more money for those. But right now, the biggest thing is just to see if there's any suspicious activity. By the way, the other thing that might be prudent is go ahead and put a lock on your credit. We'll include some information here with some helpful links. And lastly, if you're doing this, go ahead and go to the, basically it's the do not call list of credit reports. Whether you know this or not, when people like lenders pull your credit, the credit bureaus, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, I don't know why I forgot that, but they actually sell your information to third parties. So to prevent that, you can put yourself on basically the equivalent of a do not call where they can't do that. So back to the positive stuff. Justin Wood is here to tell you some very fun and exciting news about 2019 and loan limits.
Hey guys, Justin W. here telling you about some exciting news from Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. As I'm sure you might have heard, they have increased the loan limits from the original loan cap of $453,000 up to $483,000. That's almost a 7% jump in the loan amount increase. So what does that mean? Obviously, we can see the pendulum swinging a little bit the other way and showing that they're getting a little more lenient with their guidelines as well as what they can lend up to based on that layered risk analysis. It's exciting news for us in the mortgage industry and for you as an agent, so that way you can look at all the different market potential and what other loan limits you have to do without worrying about those jumbo investor guidelines, which, by the way, we do those pretty well anyways, but that's another story. We were hoping HUD would follow suit and have some announcements for us on those new loan limits. However, they're still lagging a little behind, but we'd expect to hear from that pretty soon. So bottom line, higher loan limits for 2019. Get excited. Thanks for checking in, and we'll talk to you guys soon.
Thank you, Justin, for that. Guys, that is awesome stuff to hear. And now for the local source, let's have Summer give us a little heads up of what's to come in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Pretty big deal as far as a exercise and workouter. Yeah, and workouter is a word. So here's some information about Summer.
Hey guys, it's Summer G here to talk about plans for a 64-mile hike and bike trail connecting Fort Worth to Dallas. The North Texas planners finally have the funding to get the $10 million grant to help the $39 million project open to the public by the fall of 2023. The trail will run from Panther Island near downtown Fort Worth all the way to East Dallas. It will run through Arlington, Grand Prairie, and Irving. For Fort Worth, the city is using a fairly new federal funding vehicle known as the Transportation Development Credits. These are credits that are offered to offset the construction of toll roads, meaning leaders agreed that construction of the toll roads in return for these federal credits to give the city something back. A piece of the trail will connect Arlington to Fort Worth, will extend from the American Airlines new corporate headquarters along Trinity Boulevard, and it will go south to the north shore of the Trinity River, where it'll cross under 360 to the TRE, the Texas Railway Express Central Port Station. There's lots of other local dollars that have been put into building region-wide trail systems, which will connect Northeast Plano, eventually connecting to downtown Denton and downtown McKinney. For more information, check out their website below.
Thank you, Summer G. That is awesome stuff. That is a long way that I can promise you I will not be biking. Guys, let's talk about what to do with this stuff. What do you do with the information and how does it actually get you more business? First of all, the credit, just make sure it didn't impact you personally. But notify your clients. Let everybody know this happened. Be the authority on the industry, whether it's real estate and or anything relating to it, such as their credit. Secondly, and more importantly, that actually results in immediate business. If you got folks out there that are looking in that upper price point, or maybe were, but got discouraged, maybe the financing wasn't there and they couldn't put enough down to get jumbo financing, now with the loan limits that have increased, they can maybe get a few extra. Guys, activity breeds activity. Get out there, shake some trees, make things happen, wish people happy holidays, because it's that time of year to do so. Thank you for watching this week's edition of the North Texas Real Estate Source.